The city of Spokane has made a couple of recent real estate purchases that could save taxpayers money and help police fight crime.
KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey joins us live on West Gardner, where detectives are moving into their new digs.
And Dave, anybody who is lucky enough to own their own home knows it's much more economical to be paying down your mortgage than paying your landlord rent. Now, because of budget cuts, detectives from the Spokane Police Department are moving out of their leased offices and into this city-owned building. Back in the early 90s, when the Spokane Police Department was still growing, it started renting office space here in the nearby Monroe Court building. Over the years, the department would spend millions on rent, but it never really solved its lack of space problem. Now, a poor economy has forced the city to opt out of its leases and buy a building to house its detectives.
When you're crunching numbers and you start looking at what the advantages of buying and renting, this one proved to be an advantage to the taxpayers in moving us out of a rental space and into a building where we're all together.
Up until now, the city was spending $250,000 every year on Monroe Court rent, money it plans to use to pay down the Gardner building's mortgage. Because all of the department's detectives are under one roof, they'll spend less on supplies and clerical staff. They also may be able to fight crime more efficiently.
I really like it better when we're all together under the same roof and we can communicate with each other and we're not operating as separate units.
The department is also wrapping up its lease with the State Street Garage, where it stored cars connected to crimes. That money will now go toward the purchase of a new evidence storage facility in this former carpet warehouse.
I think the biggest efficiencies, Jeff, are the ability to take money we are paying in rent and apply it towards a lot more space, 6 or 7 times the amount of space we had in property evidence, and then convert it into something we're going to own.
One of the downsides of this move is that it moved detectives 3 blocks away from the public safety building and the crime analysis unit. That's a unit they use very heavily. It also moved them away from their counterparts in the sheriff's office, and historically, detectives from the city and the county have shared information about criminals who work both sides of the city limits. Reporting live in Spokane, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.